반짝이는 눈빛 눈이 부셔 매일 날 감싸주는 손길.
Yi-young finally stood as the lead surgeon for the first time. It was a big moment for her and she managed to complete the surgery successfully. Right after the surgery, she took off her mask and stepped out of the operating room. Jongmin saw her and gave her a proud smile. She told her she had done a great job and it was perfect, especially for the first time. She praised her calm judgment and said the patient's condition was stable. Yi-young, still overwhelmed, thanked her sincerely and admitted she was still in shock. She told her how much her advice had helped her and how grateful she was. As Jongmin walked away, Yi-young stood frozen in the hallway, still not believing what had just happened. It felt like a dream to her. Just then, Doan appeared at the end of the hallway. He came up to her, winked playfully, and told her she had done amazingly well. At that moment, Yi-young finally relaxed. Later, the two of them met secretly on the hospital rooftop. Yi-young leaned on the railing and laughed, saying she had been so nervous that she thought her hands were visibly shaking. Doan stood next to her and told her she had done incredibly well for her first time. He said she really looked like a professional and that being a doctor suited her. He jokingly warned her not to think about quitting again. Yi-young laughed and joked back that being a doctor was just too hard. Later that afternoon, Seok-young came to visit Jongmin's office. Jongmin greeted him with a smile and called him by an old nickname, asking if he had brought the seminar materials. He mentioned how nice it was to see old friends like Ik-jun, Song-hwa, and Jun-hwan recently and how much he enjoyed it. Then Seok-young noticed Jongmin look a bit tired and asked if he had come out a bad time. Jongmin smiled and said the timing was perfect since he had just finished a surgery. Seok-young asked if there were any good new residents lately, especially with the hospital growing in Incheon. Jongmin nodded and said he had just done surgery with the doctor who led their first operation. He said the doctor was very skilled and that it had made him proud. Just then, there was a knock and Yi-young came in. Jongmin waved her in excitedly, saying they were just talking about her. Yi-young, looking a bit shy, said she could come back later if they were busy, but Seok-young told her it was fine to come in. Yi-young stepped in and gave a quick report. She said the patient was stable with normal vital signs and good recovery. She also mentioned that pain management was going well and there should be no problems before discharge. Jongmin nodded and reminded her again to keep a close eye on the patient. He told her she did a great job and thanked her for her efforts. Yi-young smiled and said she'd be careful and thorough and thanked him again. At that moment, Seok-young looked at her and introduced himself as Professor Yang Song-hyuk. He said he'd heard about her skills and jokingly asked if she wanted to come learn from him. He said he might even steal her away if she was willing because even though she was Jongmin's favorite, he found her talent too tempting to pass up. Jongmin clapped and shouted for him not to steal his favorite student, joking that he wouldn't survive without her.
'Cause you are beautiful.